Hi, it's International Women's Day 2021. I am Stephanie Ray, the Accountability Evangelist. This year's theme for International Women's Day is Choose to Challenge, and I am choosing to challenge you. As the Accountability Evangelist, I'm speaking to all the women out there. There are times when we contribute to our own problems. In fact, that's the case for every gender, but in particular, when it comes to the equality that women have been striving for many, many years, there are times when we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot. And I wanted to address that because as accountability evangelist, I teach about the leadership accountability mirror, which is the mirror you hold up in front of yourself and you say, what am I doing or not doing that is delaying or preventing my personal or professional success? And one of the things that we tend to do as women, as a group, now this is a bit of a stereotype, but it is something that's been proven in research, is we hold ourselves back if we don't feel like we meet the standard. We're not as much of a risk taker as men tend to be, according to research. And I'm thinking in particular about research that talks about women who are going after jobs. And when they see the job description and they evaluate themselves against the job description criteria, if they don't have all or most of the requirements met, then they won't apply. But men, on the other hand, tend not to care as much about that. If they meet some of the criteria, they say, sure, I'm going to put my hat in the ring. But women don't tend to do that. And I get it because I'm that kind of person. I'm a bit of a rule follower. So if I see a job description that says you must have A, B, and C, if I don't have A, B, and C, then I don't apply. But that's a mistake because other people who don't have A, B, and C are applying and they're not always women. And so a lot of these men are getting the jobs. And let me tell you why. Excuse me. I have experience in my past career as a recruiter in human resources. And I know that it's a bit of a struggle to get hiring managers to post a job with language that is fairly open. The easy way out is to write a job description that says you must have this, you must have that. For example, a certain number of years of experience. That really is not a validated criteria. For most jobs, having a certain number of years of experience does not predict performance success in that job. But yet, there's still quite a few companies and people who post jobs with that criteria. So, women, listen up. When you see that, if you don't meet the experience criteria, don't let that hold you back. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get a phone call and an interview, but I am saying that if you meet the other criteria that is important, meaning skill set and capability, competence and motivation to do the job, then maybe and hopefully someone will see that in your background and give you a chance to tell your story in an interview. But you'll never know if you don't try. And you hold yourself back if you don't try. There's really no harm in applying for a job. I would say, as a recruiter, if you're close and you really feel that you're competent and motivated to do the job, competent meaning that you know enough about this job and you understand what it requires and you have the experience that is relevant, by all means go for it. If it's not even close and you've never done it before and nothing in your background suggests that you have a relevant skill set, maybe that's not the best choice. But I'm talking about you sticking to the absolute letter of the law in these job descriptions when it comes to some of this criteria that is frankly archaic, that does not predict success. If you feel you're a good match, then put your best foot forward, differentiate yourself on paper so that you can get a chance to show your stuff in person or virtually or however the interview might be conducted. So, what I'm getting at here is certainly you don't have control over any biases that happen in the interview process and the recruiting process. But if you don't even put your name in there, if you don't even submit your resume or your application, then you have no chance of being considered. And that's what I meant when I said earlier about shooting yourself in the foot. So I just wanted to focus on that example today on International Women's Day. There are other examples, but I just want to encourage you all, don't hold yourself back. You're capable. And if you're motivated to do that job and it looks like you are a good fit, then put your hand up and make a practice of doing that. It will build your confidence over time. And eventually, that right job for you is going to be in front of you. People are going to call you for that job, but they can't call you if they don't know you exist. So you've got to push yourself forward because you're worth it and you're capable and you're awesome. So happy International Women's Day and thanks for joining me today.